Hello friends, this is Saray from Saray Plans. Thank you again for joining me today. We are going to be doing a plan with me in my Erin Condren hourly life planner for the week of May 4th through the 10th. I am also going to be doing a little bit of a switch. You know that for the past probably years or so, I have been using a black ink pen, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of a switch as I'm trying to decide if that's something that I want to do for the new planner. And I am going with my blue ink here and still using one of my favorite pens, or really my favorite pen, which is the Papermate Inkjoy gels. However, I usually do use a 0.7, but now I'm switching to a 0.5. I've been loving the look of the thinner tip, so I'm going to be doing that. In addition to this plan with me, I'm going to be doing another plan with me using the brand new Erin Condren Life Planner Daily Duo, which just launched this past week. We'll be doing that. However, I'm going to be doing that in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But really, I'm going to be using the weekly planner for my weekly overview so that I have a general idea of what's happening during the week. I'm going to be leaving this sort of open on my desk or in my office area, and I can reference it throughout the week as I plan more of the detail items in my daily planner. I'll have a video on how I plan on using both. This has been something that has been requested, and I will definitely share a little bit more on that. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, I'd love for you to stick around by subscribing. I'll be posting videos each week, and if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Any links for all the items that I use in this video will be added in the description section as they are available. But if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. I'll also go ahead and link the review video for the new Erin Condren Daily Duo in case you wanted to check that out or you have not heard of this planner before, so that way you can reference it. So it'll be here up on the right hand side. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for this week, it is Mother's Day on Sunday, and I'm just going to be using some random sheets from Erin Condren that I've had. You guys know by now probably that I like to use up all of my stickers. I don't like to really waste too many, so I've had some scraps here and there. So I'm sort of going to put a spread together using these. So here on the left hand side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this kaleidoscope hexagon, which I think by now the consensus is, you know, I love the design, but because it's so big here, it has to be adjusted every week if you wanted to change up your theme. And I think a lot of folks are, you know, sort of a little tired of having to edit this every week. So I am excited for the new simplicity of the new life planner. I know a lot of you shared with me what you were getting during launch. It was such an awesome week because I really think that it brought the community together. It was a nice little distraction that we could all probably use from what's going on in the world. That was super messy, but anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a picture. Yeah, I'll probably put a picture there. And I'm going to use the stickers from the KRISSYANNE Celebrations collection, which, by the way, this is back. I'll also link my review of the Celebrations collections from KRISSYANNE Designs. I'll go ahead and put a link up here for you. This is one of my favorite planner items, and I love it so much. I've purchased one every single year that KRISSYANNE Designs has released one, and I am so excited. And typically they're only for sale for a limited amount of time. However, she has brought them back, so I am so excited. I will go ahead and link her shop here for you if you want to check that out. But I absolutely love what this does. And I won't go through the collection here. I'll go ahead and link it for you, but definitely is one of my favorites for holidays and just, you know, it's celebrations collection. So it includes everything that you can dream about. All right, so things that I know for sure that are happening on this week is that I have work to do, but I just don't know what exactly. This whole quarantine has been a little bit challenging in really knowing what's going on. We sort of kind of take it day by day, so it's really hard to plan ahead of time, but I'm trying to do my best. And it's become a lot of, you know, plan as you go type of thing. Even though I did that a lot before, I really don't have a ton of like set plans that I know ahead of time because, you know, a lot of things just sort of just pop up. Oh, look at that. That was almost perfect. So I know for sure my work schedule and still working from home. We're going on week 7. And it's sort of flown by for me. I'm not sure, you know, about you. You know what? I'm probably not going to have, yeah, I won't have enough washi. So I'm going to peel this one up. I'm going to move it to Wednesday so that I can alternate here. I'll use this one with the flowers. I ordered a ton of sticker sheets from Erin Condren. I apologize. I don't know if you can hear that background noise. Motorcycles going crazy because it's actually the first beautiful, the nicest day probably we've had in so long that everybody and their brother is out. So let's see. Put this one here. So I ordered a bunch of sticker sheets from Erin Condren. So I really needed to refill some of that. I typically don't use kits, as you probably know, like a ton of kits, but I feel like I do need a little bit more structure with my weeks. Sometimes I'm like staring at a blank planner, like I don't know how to decorate it. And not that it has to be decorated, but it's nice. I don't think I've skipped a week of decorating ever since I got into the planner community 5 years ago. Like no matter how busy I get, I try to make time for that because it really helps me wind down. All right, so that's my work schedule so far. I don't really know of anything else specifically other than 2 calls that I'm having this week on Monday. So I shared this little trick on my Instagram around making the most of these circles. I never know what to do with them, and I have so many that I'm just like, I need to figure something out. Otherwise, they're just going to go to waste. So one of the things that I do now is that I take the little circle and just any like single puncher, hole puncher. And what you want to do is you want to punch the edge so that it makes like a moon, like a half moon. And then whatever time you want to highlight or you want to call out, you can just put it around it. So I have a call at 10 a.m. And it doesn't look that great on this planner because I think the washi is underneath, and 2, I need more room. So it doesn't look that great. So I'm actually not going to keep it here, but it does look great on the Daily Duo because just the space is so much more. So I'm not going to keep it here. I'll just keep it here in case I do change my mind for using it later, but that's what you can do. All right, so I'm going to just use one of these stickers to jot down the information for the call. So it is at 10 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and place it here. Oh, almost didn't even need to write the time because it shows right there. So I just placed it a little offset from the edge of the page, since these columns are a little bit wider than the standard vertical anyway. And then at 11, I have another call, but that one's a little longer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this bigger one. All right. So that is pretty much all that I know for sure is happening next week. So I'm going to go ahead and do my sidebar, and then I'm going to add the Celebrations Collections holidays up at the top. And then I'll go ahead and add the weather, but I'll probably just do the first 3 days since it's Saturday today, so the weather obviously is going to change. All right, I pulled out some of these old Erin Condren stickers, and I'll just embellish them a little bit just to call them out. But I'm gonna use these for my headers. So I'm gonna actually put the little embellishment first. So that I know how much room I have to work with. To this one. Okay. This will be work. Since I'm using the Daily Duo, I won't need a ton of room here because I can just focus on the priority items for the week, and then I can really go into more detail using that Daily Duo planner. So I can afford to spend a little bit more real estate on stickers. So instead of a brain dump, I can use this space sort of like for my must-dos this week versus like to-dos, whereas before I would just sort of list a bunch of different things, whether I knew that I could do them during the week or not. But because I have so much space in the Daily Duo, I don't really need to do that. So I can really just focus on, you know, what are the must things that need to happen this week. All right. Really loving how that looks. All right, let's go ahead and fill her up. And I always get asked, my most common asked question, I think it is, you know, how do you get those? One is, how do you get your handwriting to look the way that it does? And how do you get your check boxes so perfectly? Well, this is the secret, my stencil. And it's also from EC, Erin Condren. All right, so my sidebar is done. I'm gonna go ahead and add my celebration stickers. So I have one for Teacher Appreciation Day and Taco Tuesday. No, not Taco Tuesday. So I have Teacher Appreciation Day and Cinco de Mayo. Oh my God, I'm the worst. And let's see, it was, oh, there we go. One of the best enhancements that Kristen and the KRISSYANNE Designs team made to this year's stickers is that they're listed in chronological order. So you don't have to like keep going back and forth to find out, you know, where other stickers are, which would sometimes go unused if I couldn't find them or if I would forget about them. But I actually love this edit. I don't know if I can remember where these are. I think I do. Yep, I think I do. All right, perfect. Oh, Star Wars Day. How could I forget? May the 4th be with you. Okay. So I don't have a ton of room up here, so I'm going to go ahead and place May 4th on the bottom. So Star Wars Day, which I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan. I think I probably saw one. Don't kill me. But yeah, I'll put them on the bottom. So Nurses Day. Since oftentimes I don't even think that I use this piece that much. Like I've tried to use it, I've tried to incorporate it, it just doesn't work. So I have Cinco de Mayo. Well, actually, Taco Tuesday falls on Cinco de Mayo. It's like the perfect thing. And then Teacher Appreciation Day. All right, perfect. And then I'm going to do Mother's Day. You know what? I'm going to jazz that up a little bit. This is such a special day, you know? All right, I think I got it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this flower. Put it a little bit lower. This one a little bit. It's all about sticker placement, people. All about sticker placement. And don't you worry. Oh, I hope I don't regret this. Not too bad. All right, one thing I will say though is that I will miss having all this room to do all of this in the new hourly planner, because the hours are now going to be, there's less hours because it's from 6 to 7 and including the half-hour lines, and there's only 2 of these in the bottom. So I'm gonna lose some real estate there. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the weather. I'm only gonna do through Wednesday because things change so fast around here. So Monday, it's supposed to be partly cloudy. And these stickers I actually got from Amazon. It's a great deal. You get so many stickers in a pack. I think you get like 800 stickers. And if you like to track the weather, then definitely it is highly recommended because it is just so economical. I think it's like $6 for 800 stickers. All right, so it looks like a pretty good week, at least the start of next week. Last week was pretty rainy and couldn't do much. And I love tracking the weather so that we can plan our outdoor activities, not just on the weekends, but also during the weekdays. So my husband also, he works from home even before the whole quarantine thing. And I'm usually done by 5. He's usually done at 6 o'clock. And right at 6, we both make it a point to go outside and get some fresh air or do something outside, just because we've been cooped up in the house for so long. And how could I forget? On May 6th, it is actually my grandmother's birthday, and it is my father-in-law's birthday this week. Good thing I checked. All right, so I'm using these KRISSYANNE design stickers to jot down the birthday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a different color. I typically stick to the monthly color. So for May would be peach. However, I'm going to try to incorporate some of these colors from the kit themselves, because otherwise I wouldn't use the other colors. Like, there's really no one in my family that has a birthday in January, for example. So January colors would never get used. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to use them up like that. So on Wednesday the 6th, it is my grandmother's birthday. And for these stickers, I'm using a different pen. It's actually the Pilot Ultra Fine Point Permanent Marker. And the reason for that is because KRISSYANNE design stickers are vinyl. So a gel type of pen is not going to work. It may work on the new paper. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet. But these are some from the old paper, the non-repositional one that KRISSYANNE designs used to carry. So I'm using this one for that. And I love this marker because it's just, it's fine enough and it's the permanent marker. And then on Saturday, I'll go ahead and use this yellow. See some of the yellow flower there. It's my father-in-law's birthday. Go ahead and put it here. And I thought that I didn't have a ton going on this week, but it's getting filled up. All right, so that is done. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't think I realized that the video had cut off, but the only thing that I did here was added an event on Saturday night. So the Mask Love Amber is going to be running a workshop that I signed up for around crafting and her paper company, Yay Day Paper. So I'm excited to join that. So I've set that up. But other than that, I think my week is all pre-planned out with the things that I know for sure. And I'll go ahead and add more things as they come up. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me for this plan with me in my Erin Condren Hourly. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.